Hello, my wonderful, amazing artists. It's me, Miss Abby, your art teacher. And today we are getting inspired by one of my favorite animals, which is the owl. And one of the cool things about the owl is that you can actually see them in the Boston area. There's a mama owl out in the Arnold Arboretum, which is actually near my house. There is a mama owl out in the Arboretum right now, gathering food and feeding her babies. Today we're going to draw the owl, and one of the amazing things about drawing owls is they're all made out of shapes that we already know how to draw and identify. Let's give it a try. Did you know that Harriet Tubman, who many of us have heard about because she helped slaves in the southern United States escape and become free, was also an expert in nature. She used the hoo-hoo owl call as a secret signal as she was helping her community members get free and travel through the wilderness without maps and just relying on the stars in the woods for many, many miles. She knew all about plants, all about nature, all about birds like the owl. Isn't that amazing? Does anyone know what type of animal an owl is? Are they a mammal, like a bear? Are they a reptile, like a snake? Nope. And of course we know they're not a fish that lives underwater. They're a bird. That means they have feathers, beaks, wings, and claws. So, those are all things to think about when we're drawing our owl. Okay, so I'm using some wavy lines to create a nice branch, an environment for our owl to hang out on. Is a nice wavy line. Next, I'm going to create an owl perching right on top of the tip of this branch, right here. And I'm gonna start with an oval shape. An oval is kind of like a circle that's been squashed. I sometimes think about an egg. And then I'm going to add another circle on top for his head. Okay, so I have his head. Now I'm gonna add his tail, and his tail is behind the branch. The branch is in front of his tail. So I'm gonna add little like rectangle shapes, some stripes, because it's made out of multiple feathers. Then next I'm gonna have the owl's wings sort of tucked into his body, her body, their body, like this. Because this owl is not flying, so their wings are not extended. Next, I'm going to add the big eyes that help an owl see at nighttime, with the big eyes and, of course, a big pupil in the middle of the eye, and a triangle beak, and some triangle feet, some toes that are 1, 2, 3 triangles. And now an owl's body is covered not in fur, not like my possum here, not in scales like a fish or snake. They are covered in feathers, and that's what makes them very soft and very quiet while they're flying. So, to give this owl a feather-like texture, I am going to use some some lines that are kind of like letter U's lined up next to each other to give this owl like a nice soft-looking tummy. Now I'm going to color everything in. I use marker for my lines, and now I'm going to use crayons to color everything in. ta-da, here's my owl. And I looked at my crayon box and realized I had a lot of different shades of brown and decided to use all of them. And I'm excited I did that because I learned that there's lots of different shades of brown. There's light, dark, reddish, more blackish brown. And I was really excited to try that out. I'm really happy. This project inspired me to use my brown crayons today. And I hope you guys have fun getting inspired by creating owl drawings and getting inspired by wildlife in your backyard. Whether you make a drawing like mine or you give it your own spin. Maybe you cut it out. Maybe you have a brown paper grocery bag you want to try drawing on and cutting out. Give it a try. I cannot wait to see what you come up with inspired by owls. This owl is named Harriet after Harriet Tubman, who used an owl call when she was traversing the wilderness, helping people become free. And that is what inspired me to create an owl today, was the wonderful Harriet Tubman, who was helping people get free using her knowledge of wilderness skills, bird calls, including owls, and her knowledge of traveling through the woods without a map. I think that's so magical and amazing. And did you know that she used an owl call as a secret signal to help people get free? Harriet Tubman was like a nature expert, which I think is really amazing. I hope this lesson inspires you to think about animals and life outside your window, in the woods, in our own backyard. Bye everyone, have fun making art.